This is the Mod 12 Part 1 notes, page 4. Let's talk about how this looks notationally, because every time you answer a question, that probability notation, the P notation, is going to be important. So when we are using Excel, when we're finding the probability for an individual, we're going to write this as P of X is less than some number. Again, we use X because we're talking about an individual. Our Excel command, norm.dist or norm.inverse, depending on what we're doing, is that X value, the mean, the standard deviation, and then 1. When finding the probability for a sample, we're using X bar. This is our sample mean. Slight typo here. We use norm.dist of X bar, then our mean, then our standard deviation divided by n, and then again 1. That is our cumulative function. Just tells Excel we want the probability up to that value. Different than the binomial, because we've got a continuous distribution here. We don't have separate and discrete outputs or values. Okay? So let's just talk about this notation a little. Example 3. If the question says find the probability that a random sample of 37 students results in a mean age older than 18, our P notation is the probability we want the sample mean to be greater than 18. So we want the average of all those students to be greater than 18. Our standard deviation would be sigma, whatever it is, divided by the square root of 37. Example 4. The question says find the probability that a random sample of 50 students takes more than a mean of 15 credits. So again, mean of 15 credits lets me know I'm working with a sample mean, plus the fact they told me the sample is 50 students. Mean of more than 15 credits. Our standard deviation would then be the population standard deviation divided by the square root of 50. Example 5. The question says find the probability that a randomly selected student. Randomly selected student means I'm using X. Taking more than 15, our standard deviation is just sigma. And let's see if we can color coordinate here. A randomly selected student, that's an X. Random sample, that's my X bar. Random sample, again X bar here.